Hello, Ago. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Adofo, Michiachi Amunina, we are greeting all of you, and we are still on the last part of the Christian religion. I discussing the figure which is the reason for Christianity. We are discussing the Egusuaye can be kakra Christianity. Yachia obi biara yadofo, all of you watching us, we thank you very much. We appreciate you, our followers, our fans, our cherished viewers. We thank you very, very much. Thank you for the good work. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for encouraging us. Yadamase. And then subium yasan ba yasan ebeka bibi kakra efa Christosomas, we said, yaka about the figure no ewie. Tin ya yebeka bibi kakra fa basics now. Ewo esom no mu. As a Christian religion, it has its basis. Bibia ejina. Video etwe mu no, the previous one no, we talked about the divisions in the Christianity. And na ye ka say fine. Se eno ena eye ade a ede nipa ko heaven, ana ede nipa ko nyame ho a, ana ede nipa ko so ahimemu se na ye kan na. Ape emu atete, there's a division. So which is which? This is a question that we should ask. A question I will be beside on boni. It's a question that when someone asks, whoever asked this question, it's not at fault. So this is what we said. And then we spoke about some little differences. I were Protestant, any Roman Catholic, or any Nasi for any some issue be a year some time ago, or we say, or more some Quaco United, any Nasi for and I can't in now. And then you say you discussing bibi kakra efa basics Christian literature ni basics ni fapima Christianity fapima eno na esom no ejina so no eye den Bible you see. It's unfortunate that all the religious books that were given to us, to some extent, omwa higher kakra, because even with the aspect of religion now, anka ebe boye no. And shada and boyen and shada and koye and mayen, because the main purpose is missing and the main message of the books is missing. Religious books na ekura yen omuye coded books. They are coded books. Honestly, there are so many important and beneficial things in those books. Ewo nyama ewom eye ewom nyama eye ewo asechire ana ejinama benefit of life ewom. But then these books are coded books. The same thing up any religious book. A coded book. Until you do, the least you can do is to decode it and come out with something better. And the worst is, or the biggest thing you can do is to decipher it and come out with something better. So these books are coded books. Now, discussing the literature or Christian literature, the earliest Christian literature ansana yebe packaging amana beye canonical ye see canonical ye ka canonical ye ka said mra ya ka nwoma na abom a ebe ya nwoma aye mra. The time it became law, eno na yedi rane Christianity no. Tama ye ka omo nyina abom, whoever did the job, whoever did that work has really created a serious problem, because uhwe sena nyama no sena ya hihye books no eni ne ye fimu eni nasefo a question mark bebre eda ho. Christianity as a religion no as I say our basis, and the basis a Bible, and the Bible a main basis. The part of the Bible which is the main basis of Christianity is known as the gospel, and the gospel is the New Testament. And a New Testament no so no enye ni nyina e na eye gospel no. Nia eye gospel ni ye fope. Nia aka no eye different them. Nia aka no different them. So the gospel in the New Testament is 4. There's so many arguments, there's so many misunderstandings, there's so many confusions between biblical erudite, between biblical elite concerning this New Testament book, which is the basis of Christianity. One of the key things ewo Christosum a eno na Christosum ejina so uyi enu fi Christosum. When you take that thing out of Christianity, Christianity is out. Anything about Christianity will just collapse just like that. That is crucifixion. Say ya yeku Jesus edia paper boni. Say yeku Jesus edia paper boni. This is one of them. One of the biggest one. Now, in some place in New Testament, Paul say yanji Christosum like say Christosum ampene say Jesus was crucified, then Christianity is in vain. So one of the pillars of Christianity is the crucifixion and the death or the killing of Jesus the Christ. This shadow figure, it's really pathetic. Religion amanipejuma. One of the problems our religion created and say we don't take responsibilities. There be whether positive or negative, we don't take responsibilities. Positive, negative, whatever it is, you take responsibilities. And we or how you take responsibilities. Say usisi obi na udi year nyame na ashraw. You see, it's not you. So utia obi na so ana when you offend people, when you do things to hurt people, udi amanfo fa yaka mua uma amanfo ko or how ne or say mua. And also a yabonsam. You see, you are not to be blamed. Whether this, you are not responsible. Say you will, you're responsible. Say you will, so you're responsible. This is the game, and this is the problem. Instead of saying nipa be say me and I me bibia, everything is in me and I'm everything. Nipa say they be. You catch a religion, catch a say they be. So we are bonia a yabonsam. So we are papa. And also, so you don't have anything by your own. This is the problem. So one of the issues that religion don't want to make us understand that that's what we are going or that's what we are is a free will. Nothing like only free will. And you will be now crucifixion, which is one of the biggest pillars of Christianity, the same inconsistencies na Christianity dada. Like the figure of Jesus Christ. The birth has problem. The life, living a problem. And even with the death, the crucifixion, and also a problem. Now, if you want to make a good research, who study beyond Sunday school, beyond what you were taught, ni ayeka chere wo, nchire ayede ma wo, eno, na udi study the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. You like to put the Christian literature into 3 categories. We separate Christian literature into 3 categories. When I say Christian literature, nchroya ya concerning Christianity as a basis of Christianity, you can put it in the 3 categories. First category na the category of the early apostolic fathers. The early apostolic fathers. The apostolic fathers nia omo churo ye efa Christosom omasa churo specifically efa crucifixion. You like to go to that one. So point number 1, anybody who want to really study Christianity properly and also study the crucifixion properly should to handle the Christian literature in this way. Handle it in this way. 1, apostolic fathers and early ones. And early ones. Early ones no ye near before the Council of Nicaea. Before the Council of Nicaea. So when we say the early ones, those that came, those that were in office, the apostolic fathers that were in Christendom, who are in office before the Council of Nicaea. And we are point number 1. And no any baby over. So you look at how they handle the literature, how they handle the background, how they handle the basis of the crucifixion. And we are back on point number 1. Point number 2. The second aspect of obeshe efa emuhu Christian literature ehu biom the evidence of the books. The second point, first one near apostolic fathers near omuchroye, and then you come to the second one, the apocryphal books. Apocryphal books. Now, the apocryphal books, it has a lot of things which today the Bible in your hand don't have it. The apocryphal books has a lot of things today the Bible you are holding don't have it. Now, the question here is, adentina yebetro adie efa yebetro nwoma efa adie bi hu yetro ni nyina wie ye no na yeyi bi efi mu na enu nia yeyi fi mu nso no ye die sie. Look at the point of tie ye geda ye ka Christian nchorocho ya choro efa Christosum mu nyina wie ye no ye ka ni nyina bomu a ye pese ye nhihye na ye mfa create laws emfa ma esono. Some of these writings were taken out. Now when these writings were taken out, even as if it's not enough, to take it out is enough. So obeyi efi ho a problem. Obeyi nchoroye ni bi efi ho a problem. Ube drop bi na we keep bi no a problem. But as if that is not enough problem. And then after taking some out, those that has been taken out is also hidden. And some of them, to your surprise, this will shock you. And some of these books were buried. Some of the books that were taken out were buried. Quite recently, go to Egypt, baby ayefra no Nag Hammadi. yakoto wo ama yeyi some of these apocryphal books ewo form obiara pe ne kama na wakata odi ade akova so se na ebe ya empro e na wodi ahye fom etu fom ediesie. Why? Who buried it and why is it buried? Eden na yedi sie. You see, whoever buried those stuffs over there, I don't think the person buried it with good intention. It is either okita, and I actually say one fambra, and also one famba, and I chasino. I be a yedinechi, gidi, a quack channel, and I yedia, and all the go see and our conny baby. And I baby, a dear be woman on peso obia be. Just like the way a Roman Catholic Romana, or more library, a restricted library. Books to be why yen mo bia or no bia na already. It's not anybody that will read it. You don't dare to go there. Now, why are they hiding those things? This is the point. Until who person who study the basics of Christianity. Now, this is how you do it. As a Christian, you want to read, you want to research, you want to flip the other side of the point, you want to uncover the realities. The first point, what you do is that you visit the early apostolic fathers' treatise, visit it and read it and go through it and see. Then we have point number one. Second point is to go through the apocryphal books. To go through the apocryphal books. They are there. Some of them are nowhere to be found, but some are still there. And some interesting things you don't know. Sure. The book of Enoch is hidden. Yasie, the book of Enoch and me system, and it's not common for you to lay hand on the book of Enoch. Why? Why? Who is doing that? Do you know that there is what is known as the secret book of John? The secret book of John. And if you go through the secret book of John, the introduction of the secret book of John alone, what is there? Now, when you are able to lay hands on all these things, you understand that what people like us are talking about is real, and we have to talk. You see, when you are seen as a your friend is saying commodity, like we a commodity, that is what religion does. Like that is the point. Now, if all these books were to come out, the book of Enoch, the secret book of John, when you appear, and a lot of us didn't even know that before I bet you King James version of the Bible, King James has a book about demons, demonology. We don't even know. We don't even know. The same people who put the King James version together, the first book they had was the book, the demonology book. This is also there. Why is all these things going like that? The point is that as a Sunday school Christian, and no until one sorry and check here, baby, our life one. So the second place over to me, if you really want to know what exactly the realities of Christianity, you need to go. The second place you need to visit is to visit the apocryphal books, which are there. The apocryphal books, some of them are there. So this is how it is done. And on second point, baby, over to be the apocryphal books. Now let's talk about the early apostolic fathers' writings. In the year 110 CE or 810 AD, there is this Roman father who is known as Ignatius. Ignatius He's a strong Roman father. He was ordained as a pope, and very learned one for that matter. He has a warning. Wa warning Christopher efa adie bi ho. Wa warning Christopher efa other Christians bi ho. Ignatius. Or a whole compilation of treatises which is known as Epistles of Ignatius. And no yet the letters are concerning Christianity, which has a lot of secrets. Now, Ignatius, I warning Christopher, efa Christopher be home. Now, what was the warning Ignatius was giving? Ignatius was warning other Christians and attacking other Christians for one reason. The reason was that at Ignatius' time, now there were Christians who think that Jesus Christ is not divine incarnate. Point number one. They think Jesus Christ is just a human being. Now, when someone says Jesus Christ is not a divine incarnate, this point alone goes beyond just saying. What the person is trying to say is that one, whoever says Jesus Christ is not divine incarnate, automatically, it's likely for the person to say, or Becca said, the virgin birth of Jesus Christ is a questionable. And we are point number one. Immediately, a nipanaka said, on your divine incarnate, na nipano chres or person or say virgin birth and yenukre. And then Adia Tosumen Sani said, immediately a nipanaka said, on your divine incarnate, it means the crucifixion is not also there. Until one of Nkrofua, Father Ignatius, and our Pope Ignatius, ekutia omu, watchuro letters, attack omu, warning Christians say, omu sheye na sa Christopher, mo mbenya ahonde, no spreading the news of the Christian, Jesus Christ not being divine incarnate is just like a human being, like any other person, and all that. Now, Ignatius was warning Christians about this idea. There was Christians who has this idea. Now, what it means is that there is no consensus between Christopher and Kasankasano. Omunjin tum say, and your munyana no mweji tum say, Jesus Christ was crucified. And your munyana no mweji tum. So this Ignatius is one of the most populous popes, most populous fathers who has a complete work which is known as Epistles of Ignatius, has to battle with these groups. So if you have within the Christendom some people, Christians, who think Jesus is not a divine incarnate and is not crucified, then one of the pillars of Christianity is broken. Yes, because omu adeni omu die no omu bi say enye nkure ya crucify. So the point is this: maybe someone based on warning any attacker Ignatius edigu omusono say someone suppressed these people and made their idea and their opinion unpopular. Obia mea omo opinion ne aye unpopular nti obia nti omonka nti omo de omo ntumi anka nkodu echire omo idea no omo ntumi anka nkodu echire obia nti omo idea na aka omutim. This is the point. So concerning the aspect of the early fathers, this is the other side of it. Now let's come to the second aspect of it, which is the apocryphal books. Now in terms of the apocryphal books, are divided into two actually. 1, there is apocryphal gospels. Emma, your apocryphal books. The same thing applies to Apocalypse. Omonso your gospel, ni gospel wo and your ni books wo. All these things are two different things. Now, listen to the whole show. Oka omunyina boma, when you put all of the apocryphal books together, oka omunyina boma, this is what happens. Ubenya so omunyina 47. All the apocryphal books are 47 in number. All of them are 47 in number. They are 47 in number. All of them. All of them. Maybe in the next video, we will give you some of the references where you go and get this list of them. You might not get all of them like that, but all of them, when you put them together, the research and everything, you get the whole thing as 47 apocryphal books. Now, out of these 47, the one that has been there, that when you do research more, you can lay hands on them, are 41 out of 47. Out of 47, apocryphal books are 47. 47 no near oya researcher obehu say ewo ho a omo ho obetumi readi anya ko readi no do enteki enye easy obebre. When I was trying to put all these apocryphal books together, it took me 3 months doing the research, following questions and all that. It took me 3 months. Now all of them are 47, but the one that are there that you can see and read some of them, some part of them are lost, some are not complete, some are complete, and I say for 41. Now out of the 41, it is only 4 and enya ekwan ewura New Testament mu. And no 4 New Testament na gospel no. So they were part of the compilation of the Christian literature. All of them were part of it. Omunyina were part of the 47. And out of the 47, you can only lay hands on 41. And out of the 41, it's only 4. And I Bible, the New Testament, as the teachings of the Christ and the pillar and the basis of Christianity. My dear, is this not sounding questionable to you? Out of a whole Christianity religion, out of the basis, no basis, no 47. Out of the 47, you can only come across 41. And out of the 41, only 4 and I had two Bible as a New Testament. And no basis of the teachings of Christianity. What? Is this not enough question mark for you? It's enough. But hey, who ask? This is what we are saying. Share. Religion beyond finya me ho. Eye nipan hihye. Because of eye nipan hihye no. Ochina we nka ho. Ochina we ka ho. Ochina we nye. Ochina we nka ho. Yen you we mfi ho. Until don't kill yourself. Don't give yourself totally in it. The best thing you need to do is you yourself work on yourself. There is nothing in there that will transform anything. And yes, sir, why will you throw all the remaining 41? What to name actually for 4 pay? And then you see, why would you do that? So this is the other aspect of it. So if you want to flip the other side of the coin, this is what I've given you. It briefly. So if this is what happened in terms of putting these books together, what means then actually say a summonu me. Why do you stress yourself with it? Aha, and IADBC will come your way with the last part of it. Until we meet and say to you, take time, take care of yourself, fear not. You are the only thing that you have. Bye-bye.